Let's get it. You know what it is. DJ Oso MP3. I'm in the building. You know, Butters Basics. We here, man. We here. What's up?
Did you know?
Shout out to my guy, Young Cassius. Young Cassius. What's up, Young Cash?
Did you know? I keep reminiscing about the good times. Good times. I never thought you cheated on me one time. One time.
Let's go.
Don't leave me no more. Why you did me wrong for? I did not deserve this. You're heartless.
Let's get it.
Singing F-U-C-K love. F-U-C-K love. Now you got me singing F-U-C-K love. F-U-C-K love. Now you got me singing F-U-C-K love. F-U-C-K love. Now you got me singing F-U-C-K love. F-U-C-K love. I wanted you forever, did you know?
Damn, it's gonna be no good.
I thought we would get married, did you know? I gave you the world that you wanted. I thought I was the one that you wanted. Now I hate I loved you. I don't care to touch you. This the damage love do. You're heartless. Now you got me singing F-U-C-K love. F-U-C-K love. Now you got me singing F-U-C-K love.
F-U-C-K love. You know the vibes. DJ Oso MP3. I'm in the building for Butters Basics. Young Cassius, what's good, Young Cassius?
Yeah.
Broadcasting 24/7. You know that is 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, 366.
Let's get it.
TGFradio.com. We never stop.
That's a fact. DJ Oso in the building. What's up?
I got $1 million walk.
Young Cassius, what's good?
I got $1 million walk. I got $1 million walk.
Hey, sexy Tiff. I see you, girl. You got $1 million walk, Tiff. Let me see your walk, Tiff. Let me see your walk, Tiff. Cassius, what's up?
I'm walking through the club like the owner. Got the bad bitches in my corner. Me and all my niggas buying bottles.
Shout out to everybody that tuned into that big battle.
Standing on the couch.
No time for that small talk. You know the vibes. Young Cassius. Handsome bowler. It was a doozy.
To my haters.
I hate us.
You don't need to do me no favor.
Let's get it.
She trying to get me more paper. Tell the bartenders bring by.
What's up?
For the gram.
DJ Oso in the building.
I be on the gas like a throttle.
We lit. Let's get it.
I got $1 billion wall. I got $1 billion wall. I got $1 million wall. I got $1 million wall. I got $1 million wall.
I got $1 million walk. I got $1 million walk.
I got $1 million walk.
Oh Lord.
Bottom, I got it in blood. Did all I can just.
Let's get it.
These two things that I faced alone.
Shout out to Butters Basics. I'm here, man. DJ Oso. Shout out to my guy, Handsome Baller. Handsome Baller. What up, my brother?
Shout out the plug, I took over the streets. Young nigga try to run it up. Turning that 5 to 10. Remember being down bad, fucked up. I'm never going back again. Main bitch think I'm fucked up. Cause she heard that I fucked a friend.
Hey.
Every time that she hurt, she always came back again. Back was down bad, so fucked up. Goddamn, I had to get right. Posted up on the street lights with a black Glock with some hard white. Shout out the plug, he kept it so G. Told me cop 3, he'd give it for cheap. Bad little bitch on the side of me. Bad and she bougie, she know that she fleet. Remember them nights with no lights. Had to open the oven to get me some heat. Felt like the devil was holding me. Used to pray to the Lord to bring me some breeze. Got so deep, can't fuck with these niggas, can't give them no leaks. I know that my bitch is tired of me, but
let's get it. Let's get it.
damn if my niggas start looking up. Wishing I'm here cause they hit me up. Last nigga tried pulling up. Fuck nigga wasn't good enough.
Hey.
40 gon' back him up. Stuck in the trap tryna rack it up. Hundreds on hundreds is adding up. Young nigga done ran it up. I came from the bottom, I got it in blood. Did all I can just to get on my feet. Only two things that I fear is the law and the law kicking in my door looking for me. Trap house with my mama pie, standing over the stove trying to cook up a key. Duffel bag full of white doves. Nigga shout out the plug.
We ain't doing that no more.
Run it up.
What's up?
Remember being down bad, fucked up. I'm never going
back again.
Bitch think I fucked up, but she heard that I fucked a friend. I bought her a purse every time that she hurt. She always came back again.
Yes, yes. Shout out to my guy Tiny Loke. Tiny Loke, what up, Tiny? Let's get it. Butters Basics. The way I move. Tiny, I'm feeling this joint right here. It goes round and round and round. Shout out to my guy Hero. I see you, my brother. What's up? Shout out to my guy Tiny Loke. Tiny, what up, Tiny? Hey!
Sex like a thigh, not a lazy bitch. I sit on her ass a lot. I'm just speaking facts, nigga. Don't got a cap. All this love is just gonna bring R&B back. I fell in love with the money is my wife. I fell in love 2 times, it didn't do me right. Now I'm on to myself, like, is this really life? Oh, yes, this really life, yeah. See, look at the way fall down, the way her body go round town, the way her body just go. Look, see, look at the way I move up down, the way her body go round town, the way her body just go.
Let's go.
It go round and round and round. It go round and round and round. It go round and round and round. Yeah. We grind, she moaning now. We grind, she moaning now. We grind, she moaning now. We making love in the bed, sex like a porn star. When I'm writing all of these lyrics, feel like a rock star. Shorty is a taste of the candy, feel like a pop tart. Baby moving just like she cookies, she moving real smart. Love with the pussy, fell in love with the head. Never feeling comfortable being broke without bread. I'm always showing love, but never
24/7. You know that is 24 hours a day, 365.
Let's get it. You know what it is. DTF Radio.
TTFradio.com. We never stop.
Woo! Shout out to my guy Hero. Exclusive joint right now. Doing my job.
Doing my job.
All the way from Nashville, Tennessee.
It's a time.
Let's get it, Hero.
Foundation for a reason. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Third shifts, graveyard shifts, we all on the shifts. Yeah. Grinding hard at
Butters Basics.
grinding hard.
What's up?
Top of a Lambo. If you got it, if not, then you're damn close. High topic on the streets like a lamppost. Dead nose on the beats with my hand closed. With infinite power, I'm gripping on dollars. Significant hours in the studio using my doula, my God, while moving the product, maneuvering, movements, and doing my job. But nobody gets to survive it.
Let's get it. What's up, PG? Butters Basics. Shout out to my guy Hero. This that doing my job. What's up? Tag me in that, PG. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey, Beyond Beauty, I see you. Paper Chase, what's good, my brother? I see you out there. What's up?
Deli and I am the chef. Chopping it up, that means everything's fresh. Haters, I'm grilling them, give it a rest. 2 seasons of this, you can taste it and test. I am a beast, wipe out the grease. Nice with it, slicing the dice in the beat. No swinging and missing it, eyes on the beat. Aquaman bringing you high.
Let's go.
We tell you gotta relax. All of them whack, we hot on the racks. Sunny, you crummy, don't fall through the cracks. Cooking up tracks, living life to the max. Close out the bats, no one's a match. I'm lit as a match, I make up a slack. Carry the game on my back, no jersey intact. I carry my name on my back. I tell you.
It's the vibe over here. What's up? Hey, Crystal. My no time for the small talk family. What's up?
just doing our job.
I see you on the check-in. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. This is here Butters Basics, you heard?
Conscious beats.
DJ Oso on DTF Radio. Hero, what's up? It's the vibe, y'all. It's the vibe. Let's go.
What's good, everybody? Happy Sunday Fun Day here at the Butters Basics Show. That was the vibes right there from DJ Oso MP3. Make sure you follow that man on the gram. Oso, how you been through the COVID joint, dude?
Oh man, I've been
long time since you've been on the show, so you gotta refresh everybody's memory one time. You ain't hard to forget though.
Nah. You know me, man. I'm running around in these streets each and every Sunday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. You know it's Butters Basics. And on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. You know it's no time for the small talk. DJ Oso is out here in these streets, man. I don't stop, man.
Shout out to D Chambers and Josh on that project for No Time for the Small Talk. I know that you guys recently have been back on air. Yes, since the station opened back up, and then you did something epic for hip hop culture as well as DTF Radio by hosting 2 dope independent artists. Well, I don't know. Is Handsome Ball independent, or is he was he signed to? Well, we don't know the specifics.
From my understanding, he did have a situation with Gwyneth. I can't speak on that at this moment, but as far as I know, he's Gwyneth. But he's that Brown first.
All right. And most definitely, the best part about it was Handsome Baller has been through here at DTF Radio several occasions. Several times. We have yet to have a conversation with him, and it will definitely happen. But I will say this, that Cassius is a dope artist as well, too. And it was such a awesome thing to bring who we've been bubbling with on our path, to let them come bubble here in our realm to do their thing. So I'm thankful that they took the time out to recognize where the heart is in the home. You feel me?
You know that. That's a fact. That's A1. That's most important. You know what I'm saying? Because we set the tone and we set these platforms up for great things like that to happen. And it was a monumental night. Shout out to No Time for the Small Talk. Shout out to my guy D Chambers. Shout out to DJ Zeke. Swift Studios, Young Cassius.
Is that where it all went down, or did it go down?
Actually, Swift Studios came into DTF and did a live broadcast. That's why the quality was so good. So shout out to Swift Studios and DJ Zeke, because that night
was epic, I heard.
Quiet as kept. We ain't even, it's crazy. It was bananas. Behind the scenes, I'll let you know everything, man. It's
for sure. And Butter is always in the mix, and so I, had to make it a definitive thing here that we talk, at least even in the smallest thing about it, in regards to how other outlets treated the somewhat versus type of event that went on that you created within our own midst. We've always done this for years, so thanks to Swiss Beats and Timbaland for actually putting together something like Versus that kept us so entertained during the COVID. And so in the spirit of that, when you guys created the idea to have them come through and do their things, it wasn't for I personally think that it wasn't for a challenge, but more like a show off of their talent to the world. Because in quiet times during this COVID, I've seen a lot of artists online doing all types of things for notoriety and admiration, all types of things. And, the fact that you guys, kind of brought us out clean with that, with 2 dope artists. So thanks, Handsome Baller and Cassius. That's some 2 dope artists, and thanks for putting that together like that with Chambers also. I appreciated that.
Yes. Most definitely.
I just want to jump in real quick and say DJ's game recognizes game. But what you're talking about is the fact that you can shear a sheep many times, but you can only skin him once. And from one DJ to another, I'm telling you, you are bringing the fire, okay? Bring in the fire.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I was like, where the claps?
That was the Oso's got some claps over there. They sound like they got some hard wooden hands out this bitch.
Those are the train claps. You know when they got the buckets in the train station?
Going on
You got
here?
the train drum clap.
Yo, to the left of me, also the best of me, yo, Hannibal, tell them where they can find you on the Instagram, hun. We have so much to talk about. So if you go around, just let everybody know who everybody is.
At the suggestion of my daughter, I made a little change. You can find me at DJ Hannibal 06. Respect to the elders, my fraternity. That's where I am on the gram.
I know that's not the long ass name on the gram.
DJ Hannibal 06.
All right,
That's it.
Thank you.
Get out of my head, because I was like, wait a minute.
Like,
is
what
that
the
what?
fuck? Like, yo, son, are you
Respect
serious?
to the elders, R.I.P. to all above. Shada, boom, bada.
Yo, to the left of Hannibal, also the best of Hannibal. Yo, Peachy Suze, tell them where they can find you at,
Hi,
hun.
everybody. I'm Peachy Suze. You know, catch me 12 to 1 here, DTF Radio, Sundays brunch. Hanging with my girl, Butter.
Awesome. Thanks for coming through. You know, Peachy Suze can also be found on Sundays brunch at 12 to 1 p.m. here at DTF Radio. I have a special guest in the building today.
What?
I think his commentary is going to be really indulgent for some that like the salacious taste on their mouth of controversy regarding certain things that certain people don't normally like to talk about. But this is the platform for the unknown to get known. So we do this every Sunday here. Right now, we're running on the theme of anger management for the diaspora, and this week's topic is definitely fucking crazy. I mean, it's up to you if you think that is nuts. I've been thinking about it all week long. You know, I poured out libations to the ancestors who I always give thanks to for allowing us to breathe in the same air as the greatness that's in the room. Anger management for the diaspora is very personal to me. A lot of things going on that we don't normally get a chance to vibe on with each other. So thanks for tuning in. This week, we're talking about the masters of the universe. And I have to say, I'm thankful to be master of my own. And for those that are looking to be master of your own universe, the challenge is only set for you to begin to look within yourself and become that. And that's, you know, it's harder than what it is. It's harder than I make it seem, because, you know, the things that we want to discuss in regards to that is run so deeply. Like, when I think about the Space Force that was just created by our president, I'm like, wow. These motherfuckers really doing it. They're leaving the planet and they want to take your kids with them. And I'm like, yo, they're advertising on Instagram like, Space Force, we're going to bring your kids on for coding, and Space Force joining from ages 6 to 14. And we're going to am I the only person that has noticed?
I think so, because I thought this was episodes of the Sci-Fi Channel. I was like, wait, what?
You would tend to think so, right? What's strange about it to you? Does this stuff sound unreal?
From 6 years old, like saying about space, like first of all, the average kid doesn't say I want to grow up and be an astronaut. Maybe back in the day when going to the moon was something that was new, kids say I want to be an astronaut. But there's no kid today that's waking up like I want to go to space. Like no, that's a different world that when you even think about the space and what's out there, it's kind of hard for your mind to grasp sometimes, just a concept of it.
Well, I'm going to jump in with just my man, Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, because I always look to him when it comes to science. He has actually championed the idea of a space force and said something years ago in NASA saying this is the direction that we should look at. So I would say that I trust his perspective on it. I clearly don't.
Who you trust? Trump's perspective?
I don't trust. Look,
wait a minute.
When it comes to Neil deGrasse Tyson, I'm telling you, that brother brings some fire.
But why can't we stay our raggedy behinds here on Earth?
Well, here's a nice point that he makes. He says, look, if you are worried about colonizing another planet because you're screwing up your own planet, well, then what you have the power to do is to fix your own planet. And so he's using it as a way of saying you might want to go explore, you might want to look out there. There are other things out there to go ahead and look at. It'll force you to solve problems.
Let me pause, guys.
But
here's before you even continue. Listen, I want to introduce my my guest. All right, we're just gonna call him the New Age Ghostface right now. He's all covered up, like, you understand what I'm saying? So we just, it's the gorilla in the room, man. Yo, Ron.
Excuse me? That's not my name.
What they yo Don Dada?
Nah, call me
Yo,
anything.
What they anything? Oh yo.
Call me New York Lottery.
Call him Rilla.
Dollar in a dream, baby.
Dollar
Dollar
in
in
a
a dream. Hey, you never know.
You never know.
All I want to know is what are your thoughts on the Space Force here in the United States? So we're now going into not just the regular military that's on land,
Man.
but we're in space now, and we want to fight a new type of war.
Man.
What's your thoughts on that?
What do you think? They're trying to take us down.
Who's us?
Who's in this room?
Black folks, or you mean humans in general?
Humans in general.
See, not to be funny, I was watching Pocahontas today, and I mentioned it earlier how the white man came and he took over the Indians' land because that's what they wanted to do. I want to take over this land, right? And I feel like as humans, that's what we're now trying to do. We're now trying to say, God, it doesn't matter that you gave me this beautiful earth to live on. You know what? I want to go explore other things. I want to go see what's out there because I'm not happy with what you gave me here. And so when I look at all that, going to the air, going to the moon, for what? What do you need to go up there for? That was not what was given to you. This earth is what was given to you. Stop trying to conquer everything else and be happy with what the hell you got here.
Well, that's the thing. Like, should we fault them for wanting to be masters of the universe?
No.
Yes, because now you're trying to take on a higher power that was not given to you.
See, my pushback would be, we know that white supremacy is all about saying white is right, white is better, to basically plunder the rest of the world. Now, from my standpoint, going to the moon as a mathematician had us solve problems that we never considered before, because we had to. So in the end, I'm okay with the exploration, knowing that when I say I'm
The
allied,
exploration of what?
The exploration of the universe.
Oh, exploration.
Exploration
I'm
of the
about to
universe.
say
Not
exploration, like,
conquest,
motherfucker, you ain't
exploration.
canceling me yet.
I hear you. But I'm okay with that exploration because I have faith that we're going to do it differently. Because at the end of the day, if I didn't
Who do you have faith
I'd
in?
have vengeance.
Who do you have
'Cause I
faith
just-
in?
nothing
God
but
or man?
Let me ask you, who do you have
serve
faith
God.
in?
I serve
So
God.
when
and I believe that
so
God gave us
is
the
God
universe
sending man
so
up into the
Well,
space
in the end, man
to do that?
man has got to decide what it's going to do and whether
Listen
or
to
not
my
it has a moral
question.
character. I hear
I
you.
need you to listen to my
hearing
question
you.
because you see, we're not going to evade
The
this
question.
conversation here. Do you feel like God is sending man to go do that in the sky?
I think
because
God
they
gave
want
us
to,
free will.
let me tell you something. Because what they're planning to do is unbeknownst to the larger scale of community.
Right.
They want to compete with everyone else who's already up there. This is one of our first expeditions into outer space as American grown everything that's going out there. They want to compete. They say if we have to fight war, they carried 60 satellites up there with them while they went and did that too. And then now I'm starting to
talk.
see that this is like I'm watching the evolution of AI happen right in front of my eyes, like here in 2020.
See, when I look at it, I look at it like this, right? The media is going to show us what they want us to see.
Absolutely.
So with them going out there doesn't mean we're really going to be privy to everything. It's going to be
We're not supposed to
what
be. We're
they-
the public.
Yeah,
and
what
for a
they
fact,
want,
the public
what
knows
story they wanna
also
tell us.
that even these plasma TVs have been out about 40 years ago before we ever even had the technology inside of our own homes. There was a point in time when they asked everybody to throw the big back TVs out. Remember that?
Yeah.
And they was like, nobody could really understand. Like, why do I have to get rid of my
But
big back TV?
Why wouldn't you want to go up there? We go to different countries.
Well, look at you, gorilla in the room.
So
you
you wanna
talking about
spend
it? So you
3
want us to go
years?
up there? What you want to go up there? And
Well,
do?
I'm not going to be the first person to go
Well,
up
that's the
there.
thing. You don't mind the
saying,
guinea pig, but what is the rationale between why you think it's
If
logical?
they pay
to
me
go?
enough, I'll go. I don't got nothing to lose. What I got to lose?
Your soul.
You know what? You know what? Because if I go up there, then I'll have a different point of view about it. I can see firsthand. It's not what they telling me. It's not,
Right.
it's water. I get there, I'm thirsty. Ain't no water.
Or it's
Fuck,
flat. Or, oh, it's round.
But
Correct.
the thing is, again, if it was one of those
You know what I'm
things where
saying?
we were privy to the actual information about what was happening, but everything is so manipulated these days when it comes to media, what they share with us. There was this movie, I can't remember the name of it, and it has this guy who looks like Tom Cruise when he's up in space by himself. And come to find out, it was like 100 clones of him. So he wants to get back home, but you're really a clone. The real guy died years ago, but that's the information that was given to us. So at the end of the day, with people going up into space, are we going to get the most accurate information, or are you going to discover something and say, you know what, this is what we're going to tell them because we want to keep them in the dark? If that's the case, then your ass don't need to be up there.
See, now I agree with Peaches with the possibility, but I sit here and say, if you're not at the table, you're on the table. You know, and good or bad, right or wrong, I've got to say, how can I be a part of the solution? And I don't know if sitting on the sidelines allows me to be part of the solution. Be suspicious. Don't trust what it is that people are trying to push at you. But in the end, I'm a science fiction person.
So
I want the Star Trek world.
Let me ask you,
know,
go into the moon. What do you think is, what good do you think is going to come from it?
I think that it'll force people to solve problems that they didn't even know they ever had. I used to have a professor who invented a fax machine 20 years before World War II. And they used to invent stuff. That's when there was one telephone company, and they had a little research wing, and it became Lucent Technologies. That guy did things that nobody had even thought of. And the government would come in and take it, and you would never see it until they decided to commercialize it. That's how things worked, and he was nice enough to let me know that. Brilliant mathematician. But from my standpoint, when people are looking for applications...
I can. Lift your microphone up.
When people are looking for applications for things and ideas, that's how advancements happen. Not necessarily because somebody was purposeful about it. They decided, oh, well, we need to send information discreetly.
And so this is what this conversation, I wanted to definitely, get into the heart of. Every time we talk about what they decided, what they wanted to happen, what they said is we're ready for, what they said, now we can give it to the public. And it's like, yo, really tune into me right now. Who is the master of your universe? The things that make everything go around for you in your own world.
I would say, to me personally, I would say God, because there is no, he's the end all and be all. So when I wake up, I'm going to pray to God. Before I eat my food, I'm going to pray to God. I'm going to pray to God all day just to say, thank you for even allowing me to see this day.
Yes.
Thank you for the creativity I have. Thank you for the opportunities I'm given.
Yes.
Me personally. But that doesn't mean, I'm a God-fearing woman. Not everybody is like that. So some people might say, I'm the master of my own universe because I made it happen. But it becomes down to what your belief is. Did you make it happen, or did something else give you that power to make it happen?
I always say, even between the TV and your remote, there's an energy that you don't see, but you expect for that television to come on. You expect the TV to come on, and if your TV don't come on, it must be that motherfucking battery. You change that battery, and then the TV come on, and it's like, yo, oh, okay, the shit is working now. Like your belief is the charge for your actions. The things that you see come to fruition. So it's so important to me to have this conversation with the world right now about masters of the universe, because I kid you not, I was even watching an episode of, they say that history repeats itself, so I go back a little bit and take a look at certain things and let me see what the fuck He-Man and the Masters of the Universe really fucking meant. As a child, I would love for you guys to tell me what were some of the major influential cartoons that you might have watched when your brain was developing. How about you, Hannibal?
It's funny. I definitely say Transformers. I definitely say what did I love? Thundercats.
Oh, I was gonna say that. I love Thundercats.
Lion-O.
Because they said holes.
Yep.
That's why he said that. Thundercats, holes.
Star Blazers was another one.
Okay.
G.I. Joe, I won't front. I enjoyed some G.I. Joe.
There were two that were my favorite.
What
My younger years, I loved the X-Men. You couldn't tell me I wasn't rogue. I've always been this strong woman.
Righteous.
And then I turned into Hey Arnold because I was Helga. I still am Helga. If I like you, I'm gonna smack you. Because that's me telling you I love you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about you? Gorilla in the room.
Teenage Mutant
You like,
Ninja
okay.
Turtles. Voltron.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
Yes.
Voltron.
I can't lie. I used to
I ain't
love
gonna-
me some Voltron back in the days.
Yep.
You know, it was Voltron. I think was my secret crush. The prince with the purple skin and that white hair.
Do you know who my cartoon
Yeah, hump
crush
your fucking
was?
pillow to that.
Do you guys remember Bebe's Kid?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the bad,
Robin
Yo,
Harris?
the
Robin-
bad kid was
Pee
it
Wee?
Khalil?
Yep.
Khalil?
Khalil.
Oh, yeah.
I was obsessed with. I wanted to be a cartoon to be with him.
Sure.
I'm done.
That I loved him. in
Motherfucker
Bebe's
said
Kid.
we are now saying we wanted to be cartoons
Yep.
to be with somebody like.
You know
Pee Wee, you
that
going
quiet
your
real
diamonds
talk?
again?
Like we got a whole generation that doesn't know anything about Saturday morning cartoons, and that
And,
all that was a change in rules.
And you
Said,
know that
"Oh,
kind of all just
you know?
speaks to like the society of what controls who is the master of the
Real
universe
talk.
of you, and from the time that you're growing from a youth,
Real talk.
the TV that you intake, the music that you listen to, everything gets consumed by your mind, body, and soul. So, you know, I implore, you know, even when I talk about artists that I've interviewed previously and always ask them, you know, tell me about your music or what's your content like? And it's like when they have to have an actual conversation about what they're talking about, that's when you really get to see what's fucking nuts on air. Or you know, people are making music and media that's hurtful at times. You know, shout out to my guy International 5 that constantly talks about black on black crime. Like, you know, everybody's got crime within their own communities, but it's more hurtful when you're concerned with your own and you see how deadly the times have become because we're like, you know, in a state of some type of emergency.
We definitely are. I posted a clip yesterday and to Facebook, which showed since they have defunded the police, there was a guy and the police was trying to arrest this one guy and this other one came and put him in a headlock. It's literally in New York right now. It's literally World War. Which World War are we on? 4 or
3.
5?
We're on 3 right
no,
now.
we kind of had 3 already. I think it's 4 by now. It's 4 by now. But
Yo.
we're in a war right now. We're in a war. We're in a war with ourselves. We're in a war with the government. We're in a war with white. We're in a war with everybody.
I'll only add, we're not in a war with white people. We're in a war with people who aren't our allies.
And
because the
this is-
strange part is that I don't want to lose sight of the fact
And this
there
is
are
one of the
people
reasons
who
why-
are supporting this and who recognize that the rule of the game is not he who dies with the most toys wins. There you go.
So Hannibal, real quick, because I know that you're very into the vote
Yes.
and the importance of the
Yes.
vote.
Yes.
You know, Peachy Sue's let me know a little earlier that Kanye is running under the birth party seriously now.
Birthday.
How do you feel? The birthday party. How do you feel about
What is the
you know-
birthday party?
Yeah. I think Kanye
Something that sounds fun.
is
Well,
a-
welcome to the platform for the unknown to get known, motherfucker.
Okay.
Like, this is what we do here.
What is
every
the birthday
Sunday.
party?
You know, that's up to Kanye to explain when he's ready to talk
Well,
to the
no, no,
people.
I think
when I think
that
of
we should-
birthdays, I think of balloons and cake. So what?
But
the
you
fuck?
think of entertainment, do you not?
Yes.
Listen, I need everybody to tune the fuck in.
And
When it's subliminal shit going on and it's apparently just for you, is because people are utilizing manipulation of their skill set to be tactical with their warfare on you. There are two parties, a Democratic and a Republican.
Two-party
And now
system.
all of a sudden we're going to create a 3-party and everyone's just going to go along with it. I mean, not for nothing, there's been independent, liberal, conservative, this and that. But like, yo, if the entertainment society decides now that we are just going to create a whole separate party, and I mean, they're already in charge of a
doing
lot
that.
of different things. And I won't hesitate to say that a lot of different things is in America, entertainment is like the staple outside of produce.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So
what do you think that's going to do to the,
Say that,
to the,
Oso?
to the election?
Well, let me
It's gonna
jump in.
split
Let
the
me.
vote.
Yeah, well, that's
Which
the
is-
key. That's the key.
Exactly.
That's the key.
Exactly what it's going to
That's
do.
the key.
It's going to make the voters
Yes.
who was going to vote for your boy change their mind and really think about going with Kanye West. How crazy that might seem, but that's definitely going to take away votes from the
My brother,
Democratic Party.
you are hitting the nail
I
on the head.
hope,
Yes.
I hope that Kanye West don't go through with this. Because if he does, we're going to have Trump in office.
But I'll also say this much. I hope we're also smart enough to recognize, and I'm going to give you two names, Daniel Lewis Lee and Wesley Ira Perky. They're both white. One of them is a white supremacist. They're both dead because 45 decided to bring back the death penalty on the federal level. You see, elections have consequences. I want you to ask yourself, who is most likely to be executed? What determines whether or not you get the death penalty? I think it's the quality of your defense. I think it's the money that you can pay for a lawyer. So if you want to tell me that all lives matter, then you damn sure better be against the death penalty. And don't tell me that splitting the vote and helping this man be in there for another 4 years serves our interest. So Kanye, he is an entertainer. Be entertained by his genius. But don't sit there and waste your vote on that fool. And I'm not telling you this because I love the Democrats. The Democrats are nothing but the foxes that Malcolm told us about. But in the end, they are going to put judges in place. Ruth Bader Ginsburg is on her last breath. Okay? It's important who goes on the Supreme Court. It's important who goes on the federal courts. So I don't care about defending Biden. I'm not going to do it. But I'm going to tell you, we need to be out there. We need to be voting. We need to make sure that that man.
Well, you
is not
sound very outspoken,
No,
Hannibal. Go ahead, Peach.
But let me
you tell
ask a
him.
question for that. What makes you think that Kanye is not going to target changing these justice systems?
Kanye
Him
does
and
not.
his wife. His wife, Kim, does so much good work for helping get people who are incarcerated falsely out. So what makes us think that Kanye is not going to actually be something that we can use right now?
Kanye would be better than Trump. He is not electable. That's the key. He is not electable in the swing states, period. That's all I got to say. I don't want to degenerate him or denigrate him in any way, but he is not electable in the swing states.
Listen, guys.
Do you think...
Let me just say one thing real quick before you condemn Kanye for not being electable. Because I bet you if I wanted to run and I had money, I could have filed all the paperwork that Kanye also filed. But what I don't have is the money that brings the people to be attracted to the product that I'm trying to provide, which is something that he definitely has. And aside from that, his wife definitely has, and their family definitely has. They are the masters of their universe.
And if that's true...
Let me finish saying something, honey, because I don't want it to be that whether it's true or false, we all know that they've got money. Let's not fuck around and act like these people don't have money. They got money, they got influence, they are the masters of their own universe. Their kids are going to be straight for generations. And on top of that, if they're concerned with the things that I am concerned about in my community, guess what? I'm going to fucking vote for that.
I feel you, and if that's true, and I'm going to say that is true.
You voting for Jesus?
Then what I want to see
just a
is
conversation.
I want to see his plan
It's just a conversation.
to counter the fix that is already in. When you go to Georgia and you see that they only processed 40% of the absentee ballots. That means only 40% of the people who submitted a ballot did that. I want to see Kanye out there putting his money to work to defeat that. And as soon as I see that, then he's serious.
If that birthday party really gets rid of the electoral college,
it can't do that. That's checkers. That's checkers. You're playing chess. That's checkers.
The electoral college is the thing that stops the people's vote from being directly counted.
I agree. And when was the last rally that the Democratic Party held to get rid of the electoral college?
Who was talking about them? I'm not even involving myself with. I've only been voting Democratic because that's what my parents, my Caribbean immigrant parents,
but you have to amend the Constitution to get rid of it.
Nobody's arguing that.
So what are you saying?
Nobody's arguing that.
Hold on.
What I'm saying is, I'm going to use LeBron. LeBron doesn't like it when people say, "I want your check," because he looks at them and says, "You're not willing to do what I'm willing to do to get this check."
He just played basketball.
I hear you. I hear you. But if you want to get rid of the Electoral College, you got to do a little research. You got to understand that the Electoral College didn't come with the founding fathers. It was developed later to keep the slave states from swinging the election. You want to get rid of it? You got to amend the Constitution. You got to understand how to do that.
Everybody knows that.
I don't know what everybody knows.
Let me ask a question, right? Let me say a statement first. There's two things they say never to discuss, religion and politics. We see why. But the question is this. So do you think it would be better if, as states, we just governed ourselves? Since we
I believe New York should secede.
How's it
New
possible?
York,
We're the
New
United
York should give the
States.
middle finger to 45 and say, we'll take care of our own Army, Navy, Air Force, right? We'll do what we need to do. You tell me again that you are going to punish me by taking $3 billion away from education when we spend 180? No, I got this, Chief. New York will be fine on its own. New York and California, give them all the big middle finger.
Cuomo is our president. That's
That's
it.
it. That's it. Real talk. Real talk. Okay?
All you got to do is put a hashtag on Instagram, and it could happen. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
I want to take a small break, everybody. This is getting, I like it when it gets like this, where it makes sense to us to delve into the things we don't normally delve into in regards to our politics and shit like that, and talk some real fucking talk. Because on the real, I watched a lot of bullshit happen between last year and this fucking year. And I know a lot of people that have more money in their pockets now with no work happening.
Yep.
than motherfuckers that
work every fucking day.
That had to work every fucking day
During
so
the
it's like,
fucking
yo,
pandemic. Fuck your couch. I'm sorry.
so I'm just trying to say, like, this is a different time that we're living in. So if we don't adapt to the circumstances, which is why first and foremost we talked about going out of space and the things that outer space might have for us. Me personally, I don't fear God. I don't know why people say all the time that they fear God, because if God created me and it's his time to take me, it's just gonna be my time to fucking go. Straight up and fucking down. So I look at it, my legacy as the thing that I want to put here that remains, because I know my flesh can't stay here forever.
Preach.
But you want his protection over you.
Yes.
That's why you fear God,
Well,
because
how
you
am I
want his protection.
Fear for what? When
No,
that
no,
is
no.
his blessing.
Hold on a
let me tell
second.
you about it. What
His
you
blessing
fear-
is different than the fear. People feared COVID more than they feared God this
Which is
time
true.
around,
Which is
motherfucker.
true.
Let's not play around. They feared COVID more than they feared meeting their maker.
Yeah.
When I thought your maker was who you were sent here to wait for his return. A lot of motherfuckers thought that. I'm not gonna call everybody motherfuckers. Please excuse my language. But what I'm saying is this, basically.
Mother effers.
We are here having a very human experience. Some of us are not human. We got to accept the fact that some of us are not human, and the fact that there are so many other entities on this face of this planet. Choose your God and make sure you're good with your God and be master of your own fucking universe. You are a part of what's happening here on this planet right now. And the problem is, the people that think that they're bigger than what's happening right now on this planet, you think that you're bigger than humanity and the things that your higher power has set forth, is why you think you can leave everybody, depopulate everybody, make everybody be bowing down, waiting for you to save them. You're nobody's savior. We've been here, and we still here, and you're not getting rid of us that fucking easily.
Bow, bow.
You don't even belong here.
Who are
Go
we
back
subbing?
to
We're
let me
subbing
speak on
somebody.
this fear.
yo,
Let me speak on this
whoever
fear real
feels
quick.
the fucking ways, that's who I'm talking to. And when we come back from this break, we're gonna talk about that Nick Cannon shit. Also,
What's up?
let me just hear something ratchet in fucking people's ears, a little something, and then come back and Hannibal's gonna guide us through.
You know what it is.
At the end of the day.
DJ also MP3. I'm in the building. Shout out to my guy D Chambers.
Flying, take off.
Flying. Flying. Flying.
G5, flying, take off. Flying.
Passports when I'm flying.
Take off, yeah, I'm flying.
G5 flying.
G5, flying.
Take off flying. Passports when I'm flying. Take off when I'm flying.
G5,
Flying. Chambers.
passing, flying over through the clouds. No time for the traffic.
Let's go.
When I move, Cadillac when I cruise.
Yeah.
In the land.
Tiny Loke, what up, Tiny?
Niggas wanna make a movie, they Scarface in the jacuzzi. I'm the nigga with the shades, getting busy with the tools.
Let's get it.
Discipline over rage, 40 caliber make me boy. Fly through your whole block, same way I do the music.
G5 flying.
Take off, flying.
Passports when I'm flying.
Take off, when I'm flying.
G5 flying.
G5 flying. Take off, flying.
Passports when I'm flying. You know what it is. DJ also MP3. I'm in the building. G5 flying. Let's get it. Butters Basics. DJ also MP3. I'm in the building. Tiny Loke. What up, my brother? Let's get it. What we tell him, what we tell him, what we tell him, what we tell him. It goes up and round and round. Let's go. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it now. Tiny Loke, what's good? Artists, send me that music. I need that new music.
But the sex like a thigh. Not a lazy bitch, I sit on her ass a lot. I'm just speaking facts, nigga don't got a cap. All this love is just gonna bring R&B back. I fell in love with the money is my...
We need R&B back, Tiny. We need it back, Tiny.
To myself, like, is this really life? Oh, yes, this really life.
Let's go.
See, look at the way I...
Yes.
Down the way her body...
Yes.
Sound the way her body just go.
Let's go.
See, look at the way I'm...
DJ also MP3. I'm in the building.
Sound the way her body...
I see you, Tiny. What's up?
It goes round and round and round.
It goes round and round and round.
It goes round and round and...
Butters Basics, DJ also, each and every Sunday,
We grind, she moaning now.
2 p.m. to 3 p.m. We here, man. We here.
We grind, she moaning now.
Turn up, turn up.
In the bed, sex.
Woo! I gotta change the vibe with y'all right now. DJ also MP3. I'm in the building, man. Take y'all to Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to my guy Hero. Let's rock out. Hero, doing my job.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
On Butters Basics. I
I
run these streets, man. Nashville, Tennessee was good. All the way to Brooklyn. What's up?
Top of a Lambo. If you got it, if not, then you're damn close. Hot topic on the streets like a lamppost. Dead nose on the beats with my hand closed.
Yeah!
Infinite power, I'm gripping on dollars. Significant hours in the studio using my dealer, my God, while moving the product, maneuvering, movements, and doing my job. But nobody gets to survive in the trenches with lying ambition. Find an invention to finally mention with kindreds and interests. Virtue with pennies, and now that you listen. Welcome to the holy ceremony. It's the very morning, hit your serotonin, different every morning. Just living in the morning, healing my opponents like.
Let's go, Hero. I'm just doing my job, baby. My job. I'm just doing my job, baby. Turn up.
Broadcasting 24/7. You know that is 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. 366 if it's a leap year. TGFradio.com. We never stop.
No.
good, everybody? It's the Butters Basic Show every Sunday from 2 to 3 p.m. I'm so thankful to be here with y'all, sitting with us here. Man, it's the platform for the unknown to get known, and we're going to wrap the show up, but I do want everybody to give their take on this one thing before we go. And I'm going to continue it next week because I know for a fact there's going to be more development here. Nick Cannon, shout outs to you. Shout outs to everything that you've done for lupus and the people that suffer from it.
He's done a lot of great stuff. So
You've done a lot of great things for media and TV, and I love, who you are and who you've become over the years, from transitioning from Nickelodeon to your own big boy pants on America's Got Talent and The Masked Singer, Wildin' Out, and many other things that you've got your fingers dabbling in. Son, they try to cancel you because you said something that was offensive in the eyes of others that don't understand your own plight. And people will say that you have no plight because you have a lot of money. You didn't come up wanting, supposedly. You were, you got your legacy situated a certain type of way. But I will definitely say, Nick Cannon, that what you discovered in your quest for knowledge about self was not wrong, and was not wrong to provide to people. But you've got handlers, people that take care of your situation. They should have been schooling you on how to talk to, you don't have a problem. Like, I don't have a problem because I can say anything I want to. Then nobody's cutting me the check. I am the master of my own universe, as are the people around me. What Nick lacked was the couth to understand who he was dealing with.
Real talk.
You already understood what you were saying and who you were talking to, but you forgot that you, in the eyes of the people that are handling you, you forgot your place. And that's why they're trying and succeeding with their progress in canceling you.
He ain't forget his place. That's crazy.
So no, like you said it, but you didn't emphasize it.
Yeah,
he forgot who he was talking to.
You forgot who he was talking to.
You become so cool with somebody, you think we're so good. I could say whatever because we're good.
Nope.
And then when you're not good, you're like.
And this is how I know we all suffer from post-traumatic slavery stress disorder, because if you got to think about how good of a little nigga you gonna be today for massa.
Fuck they couch.
Yeah, but it's not at that extreme.
What you mean it's not at that extreme? You talking the truth.
No, the truth is this, is that when people have been through trauma, and we are not the only people who've been through trauma. When certain people have been in recent trauma, talking about World War II, talking about being put in gas chambers, when they start to hear words that bring them back there, then there's going to be a response.
And he apologized for the hurt.
And remember.
Here's my question.
He shouldn't have apologized.
Yes, he should have never apologized.
He should have never apologized.
Can I ask a question?
He should have apologized.
For the hurt of whoever it hurt. Let me ask you a question.
He manned up.
The people that it hurt, right?
It's the people that hurt us.
Yeah, but the reality is that
guys,
you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Everybody is not the same.
Let me ask this question. Before we talk about the hurt that somebody caused us and the hurt that we feel right now, because they try to make a disconnect. You've never been a slave. You never had a whip cracked on your back. None of those things ever happened to you. This, that. You're a rich man.
They must don't go to work every day then.
Talk about it.
They must don't go and do a 9 to 5 every day, because that's what my boss do to me. Okay? So fuck that. I wouldn't apologize, and then once you said it, it's done. You can't take it back.
You don't feel like he was a man and said, hey, at this time when racism, the tensions are so
Fuck that.
high.
Black Lives Matter.
And
That's
Black
what they saying,
Black
right?
lives will always matter. But at the end of the day, if these are two cultures that both, even though the Jews to me hasn't been through what we've been through, but we can't take away what they've been through.
That's all.
If
That's
I
it.
said something
And nobody
that
ever
offended you,
hold on, nobody ever tried to take away anything that they've been through. The only thing that man tried to do was make a impression on the minds of black people so they can understand or try to delve into overstanding that who they are. He didn't talk about anyone else and say these communities did this. He said, yo, you need to know who you are, and if you can't recognize that right now, that's a problem, because they know who we are.
They was mad. Listen, they was mad from the first one. They was mad from the first one. They wasn't even mad. They mad because, you know what? He does have a voice. Okay.
The thing is, I don't debate with everything he says. I agree with. A lot of us agree with what he says. It needed to be said.
Right.
He simply apologized because, you know what? I said these words. My intention wasn't to offend you, it's to educate. I'm sorry that you got offended by what I said.
So should he have apologized? We wrapping it up. Should he
No.
hold on. Let's go around the room.
With the way he apologized, I think he did it correctly. Because he never took back what he said.
He never took it.
He just said, I'm just apologizing because I hurt you and I didn't mean to offend you.
But this is
That's
what it is.
But this is what it is.
Where can they find you at?
Peachy Suze, PeachiSuze, Peachy Suze on the gram, everywhere, Sundays brunch, 12 to 1 p.m., DTF Radio.
And Hannibal, where can they find you? Your new gram, DJ Hannibal 06, mama.
That's it. You hit it on the nail on the head, and I'm on the same page as Miss Peachy over here. I think he handled it as best as he could have, and there were consequences. That's all.
Hey, you can't find our last guest anywhere.
No, you can find me on Butter's page. That's it. But he shouldn't apologize.
It's a secret guest right there,
Fuck
man.
your couch. He shouldn't have did it.
I love the allure of your presence. Thank you.
No, but thank you. Thank you for having me. But he shouldn't apologize. Once you said it, that's it.
DJ Oso MP3, you can follow him on the gram. Tell him where they. Tell him, hun. What's the next? The Tuesdays.
Next Tuesday we got about 8 artists coming down to the show.
Nice.
It's gonna be a smoker, so definitely tune in Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Don't be trying to tell
No
me
time
that
for the
so that the
small talk.
owner of the radio station be like, he told you they was smoking.
Smoker.
No. I didn't say smoking. I said it's gonna be
smoker.
Big up.
So you gonna vibe on that one, baby.
right.
You gonna vibe.
I'ma be
Smoker,
honest.
not smoking.
Smoker.
Listen, everybody, I'm so thankful that you tuned into the Butters Basics show every Sunday from 2 to 3 p.m. My name is Butter, and you can follow me on the gram at Gazebo, GAZZEBO, and that's 2 Z's so you don't sleep, 11210, because I'm a Brooklyn girl all day, every day. Please believe it. Today's episode is anger management for the diaspora, and it was all about the masters of the universe. I think I need to have part 2 of this because I got some things that I want to share with everybody in regards to some information that I have privy to. You being the master of your own. Who thought they were master of yours? And that's next week Sunday, y'all. Tune in, DTF Radio. Download that free app, man. It's